Welcome back to another episode of Oshi no Ko Season 3. So in the previous episode, we got to see some heavy stuff, some interesting stuff, Kana being a Giga Chad and powering through it. It was an incredible episode. So basically, Kana ended up going through a lot of things because of the tabloid threatening to leak the information of her going to the director's house and leaving very early in the morning, right? Obviously insinuating some stuff happened there. But Kana obviously had to go through this, had to think about it a lot, being like, what are people gonna think? Am I going to destroy everything that I've built up? Am I going to negatively, influence all of the people around me? Are my fans gonna end up detesting me? Are people around me gonna get hurt because of it? All of those things that were going through her head. And then eventually she used her experience of being in this industry for many years at this point. And she was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing this. I love doing this. I'm gonna keep doing this. And if you come after me, then come get it. I don't care. I'm gonna keep being me and keep doing what I enjoy. So absolute Giga Chat behavior there. We also got to see some really interesting stuff about like the idol dating stuff and dating scene and how that works and how the perception of it is, which was really interesting as well. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen next. So if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Unblurred is always on my Patreon in the description. And let's go into Oshi no Ko Season 3, Episode 7. Saito!
今回の週刊芸能実話の記事、どうするかみんなで考えましょう。
Let's see.
目に見えて落ち込んでるね。誰でもそうなるって。でもまるで男っ気のない先輩が誰より先に
Crazy cat lady.
熱愛なんてしてないから。あと男っ気のなさはどうでもいいでしょ。島監督とは本当に何にもなかった。でもマンションで話し合ってたのは本当で、朝まで男と二人でマンションなんてファンにどう思われても仕方がない。
Yep.
ごめんなさい。私には謝らなくてもいいわ。二人に申し訳ないって思っているならそれでいい。
Miyoko's so cool.
別にね。
She's the best.
私は記者に取られることをプロ失格だなんて思ってないわよ。週刊誌の人って記事のためなら何
Yeah,
で
they're
も
like the lowest of the
あ
low.
えて油断させるように駆け引き
Yeah,
仕掛けて
nobody
みたり
respects them.
ギリ捕まらないラインでね。愛の時も大変だったんだから。でもそもそも普通はアイドルのスクープなんて出版社にとってお金にならないから記事にしないのよ。それこそ紅白に出るくらいのグループでもない限りね。本来まだ B 小町は週刊誌に取られるレベルじゃない。
Mm-hmm.
じゃあどうして？出版社から送られてきた写真を見てごらんなさい。島監督のマンションの前で撮られてるでしょ。タレントはホテルとか使わず家デートが多いから記者はそこを張っていた。
So he knew beforehand.
つまり
Yep.
今回の記事はもともとは島監督を狙ったものだったってこと。島監督がプレイボーイなのは私も小耳に挟んだことがあるわ。トラブルになることだってあったはずよ。大方遊ばれた女側からのリークが入ってたんでしょうね。
Here we go.
あなたはそれに巻き込まれた。
Here we go. She's the best.
女の人もグルじゃん。まあ
She's the best, Miyako. Miyako is so cool. Yep.
マコか。身内のリーク、嫌な話だね。ありふれた話よ。まあ今後は恨みを買ってそうな異性についていったりしないことね。とりあえず週刊誌の記者には丁寧な対応をしておきましょう。あの人たち自分に辛辣な態度取った人の記事はこっぴどく書く傾向にあるから。ごめん。私演技の仕事が欲しくてどうにかして取り入ろうとして周りが見えなくなって本当にごめん。私
Oh. Oh.
大丈夫だから。
I love when Mim chose like the big sister of the group.
先輩どうなるんだろうね。これからの活動にもきっと影響が出るんだろうな。かわいそう。かなちゃんはきっとアクタンのためにアイドルをやってる。君が誘ったからこの道を信じたんだよ。君が望んだからアイドルになった。ルビー、たとえ痛みを伴うとしても、お前にとって苦しい選択だとしても、有馬を救う手段があるなら、
Oh.
お前は有馬を救いたいと思うか。
Oh.
当然でしょ。
Oh.
仲間なんだから。そうか。
The spark. That's part of the old Ruby back. When she's not talking about revenge, when she's talking about protecting her friends. You love to see it. It doesn't last long though. Mm-hmm.
一つだけ止める方法があるにはあるけどね。そうなの？大手事務所が時々やる手法なんだけど、まあうちには到底できない手段よ。それってどんな？
Have a bigger scandal to divert the attention from it. Classic.
その方法は。どうも、星野さんですね。
Showbiz Weekly. Mm-hmm. Aqua's taking matters into his own hands here.
こちらとしても記事のバリューが出るのは助かる話ですし、このタイミングならまだ入稿にも間に合うので。メールいただいた件、同じ事務所で交流の深い友人として有馬さんについてのお話をしていただける。
Okay, what kind of choice information are you gonna give him?
いくつか確認してもいいですか？
What's gonna be the narrative you're gonna spin here?
どうぞ。有馬かなの名前を伏せて、有名アイドルグループメンバー A などの表記にすること
They often do that.
できませんか？難しいですね。なぜ？何せ今回のトップ記事ですから。
They need the
有馬さん
bombshell.
は成人女性で知名度もあり、
Mm.
影響力を持つ準公人です。
Yeah.
報道として名前を伏せる理由がありません。有馬はまだ高校生です。でも芸能人です。顔を出して自分の知名度を種に商売してるわけなんだから。
It's such a bad argument. I hate these reporters.
って言い出すのは道理が
The price of fame. Fuck
そう
off.
思いません。ストーカーじみた盗撮は明らかに
Yep.
問題です。まあ考え方は人それぞれですけど、今回は準公人である有馬さんと島
This is the argument that they used for I, by the way, in episode 1 at the end of the episode 1 of season 1. Do you remember Ruby after the entire scene with I, after she died and after Ruby was reading through Twitter and stuff, and people were talking about, oh, this is the price of fame. This is what you should expect if you become this, this famous and stuff like that. This is the same argument that he's using here. It's such a horrible argument. It's horrible, but obviously Aqua is trying not to get into his bad side because, as Miyako said, that's just gonna rile them up to, write something even worse there. What a bad argument.
二人でマンションに入ったその事実だけを報じている。その後に何があったとかは一文も書いてない。その後の判断は読者がすることであって。
Oh yeah, you're just gonna imply it.
何もなかったとしても、
Yep.
読者は推定有罪で有馬を見ることになる。高校生の子供にそれを負わせるの、両親が痛みませんか？
He's trying the same approach as the reality show.
そういうお仕事ですし。
Akane.
君はこんな記事ばかり載せて下世話な雑誌と思うかもだけど、そういうのを知りたがってるのは読者だからね。
Oh, yeah, you're so benevolent.
2、30人の記者がいて、タレント部門だの政治部門だののくくりはない。記者は記事数のノルマをこなせれば、どんなジャンルの記事でも書いていい。それでも、あえて芸能記事を書く者はいる。後ろめたさを感じながら、生活のためにタレントを追う者がいれば、自分の力で有名人が転落する姿に快楽を得る者もいる。目の前の記者はおそらく前者。記者という仕事をこなすために目の前のネタに食いついただけに過ぎない。だとしたら、そろそろ本題に入ってもいいですかね。記事の締め切りも近くてですね。知人としての有馬さんの情報を。有馬について話すことは何もないですよ。は？じゃあ、単に文句を言いに来ただけってことですか？そんなゴロみたいなことを。問題は別にあります。有馬の記事よりもずっと世間が食いつこう。
That's what I said. Yep. You need a different story to cover it up.
心と尊厳を傷つけ、人々の醜悪な好奇心をかき立てる。
Oh.
そんな最悪な記事が書けますよ。
No. No. No, you're not gonna talk about that. You're not gonna talk about your like, eye. There's no way, right?
テレビをつければスキャンダルが流れてて、ネットを見れば罵詈雑言の嵐なんだろうな。
There's no way. Oh god, that's a cool representation of the fear and anxiety. He actually talked about it. He actually talked about it. That's insane. That must have been an Aqua idea. Yep. I was gonna say, there's no way Miyako would actually recommend that. Does Ruby know? She doesn't. She doesn't know. She doesn't fucking know. They didn't know. Oh. He told them everything. Yep. Classic. You see it all the time, even nowadays. This motherfucker. Oh, fuck. That's why he asked. That's why he asked that. Oh, fuck. That's why he asked her that. That was his very, very extremely indirect way of basically asking her for like some kind of like permission of being like, yo, can I just drop a bomb and you're not gonna be upset at me? If I just drop something, would you do anything to save her? Right? That was his very indirect way of basically asking for some kind of permission, even though it's nowhere near enough of a permission. That is an insane thing to talk about. Holy shit. An insane thing to talk about without asking Ruby, without asking Miyako. I was gonna say, there's no way that Miyako would approve of this, so there's no way that she knows. And obviously, as we see, she doesn't know. And also, Ruby doesn't know. He just went there on his own and dropped this kind of bombshell. That's wild. I mean, fuck it. I mean, Aqua has always been an extremely wild person. Like, he's done a lot of questionable things. This is just one of them, right? Jesus Christ. He did save Kana, though. Same. Still listen to that song. Okay, man, you're so animated. Chainsaw Man? Wait, what did I? Whoa, sorry, wait. Bikomachi, Chainsaw Man, Ruby Hoshino, Aqua Hoshino. Holy shit. Holy shit, 180,000 tweets about 100,000 about Bikomachi, 88,000 about Chainsaw Man, 50,000 about Ruby Hoshino. Jesus Christ. Classic. Classic.
つまり愛を殺した人って子供のこと知ってたんだ。星野アクアって今がじ出てた子じゃん。その隠し子、双子なんでしょ？父親は誰なの？事件のウィキ読んだんだけどさ、通りで遺伝子強すぎ。確かにめっちゃ可愛いね。解明大成功じゃん。
That's a crazy thing to say.
母の意志を継ぐためにビーコ町で活動してるってこと？エモすぎ。
That is true. Yep, he went nuclear. Oh boy, this is gonna change everything. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't like these flowers anymore. Um... No. I fucking...
大丈夫ですから。
What?
びっくりした。誰かに突き落とされたのかと思った。アクア君は私のヒーローだね。いつも危ない時に駆けつけてくれて。
What? Okay, sure.
でも、あんなニュースが流れてる最中なのに、外に出たりなんかしたら。Akane.
Oh, that's a crazy look. That's a crazy look. That's such a scary look.
どうしてアクア君がここにいるの？今日仕事じゃないよね。学校帰りならどうして制服じゃないの？危ないことをするなんて何？私が何をするか。アクア君は知ってるみたいな言い方じゃない。アカネは本当に里いな。
No. This guy, he was listening in. He taped her. That's crazy. This guy is so unhinged. That's why he knew he was here. That's the point of this scene. Okay, I was wondering what the fuck was happening there.
茜は何か情報をつかむかもしれない。
This time.
もし犯人に接触したとき、足取りが追えるように。あの時の俺の読みは正しかったみたいだな。私はアクア君と対等な関係を築けてると思ってた。でもそれは私の勘違いだったんだね。もう少し信頼してくれてると思ってた。私はアクア君の事情も分かってる。協力するっていつも言ってたよね。一言言ってくれてたらこんなの何百個でもつけてあげてたのに。私はアクア君のペットでも物でもないんだよ。一人の人間なの。これは私を人間として見てない証だよ。
Yeah,
一言あれば。
yeah, you're right.
嘘だな。茜、お前はこれを仕込んでると知っていたら必ず何かしら偽装をしていただろう。現に今も俺の父親の情報を掴んでいたのにもかかわらず勝手に肩をつけようとしていただろう。そんなこと、私は。じゃあこれは何だ。
Oh!
これで何しようとしてたんだよ。話し合いをするつもりだったよ。
Yeah!
でも何があるかわからないでしょ。相手は人殺し。もしもの時は使うかもって思っただけで、身を守るために用意して。茜、もう関わるな。 GPS タグも外す。
Thanks, man.
俺も二度とお前に関わらない。危ない真似はやめろ。私のこと利用してるとか言ってるくせに優しいこと言うんだ。ついてきてって言ってくれてたら地獄だって一緒に行くのに。そんなところに茜を連れて行く気なんてもう。
That's fucking crazy, man. Holy fuck, what an episode.
そっか、そうなんだね。一つだけ言えることがあるよ。アクア君は道を間違えた。分かってる。
I was gonna say, he knows. He knows. He's committed to it, though. He knows.
アクア君はもう止まらないんだね。私は君を救えなかったんだ。エゴでも何でもいい。救ってあげたかったな。これでいい。茜に危害が及ぶことも手を汚させる心配もなくなった。幸せな日々はもう終わり。
Oh, are we in the end game?
取れない。この道を進むしかない。国木光。あいつを最も苦しめる方法は。
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man, what an episode. Where did this episode even come from? Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, we just escalated into this insanity here. Wow. As I said, it definitely feels like we're in the end game now. I don't know at which point in the manga we're in. I know that the manga has ended, but I don't know how far from the manga ending we are in the anime now. But it feels like we are going towards end game. Holy shit. So many things. First of all, Akane, she is not, man, she's not that different from Aqua when it comes to how she does things. She does it completely on her own without anyone else knowing and trying to solve everything for everyone else that she cares about, like completely incognito, right? Basically what Aqua is doing for a lot of the other people without asking them to, like, if they want help, without any kind of prior notice. They just go in and try to solve the issue by themselves. That's in a way respectable. Obviously, I don't know if murdering anyone, well, you know what? Hikaru, I feel like there's an argument, but anyways, let's not get into that. Anyways, yeah, so that was rough for her. I think everything that she was saying about, you know, Aqua, about him not seeing her as an equal, about him choosing the wrong path, all of those things I do think are pretty true. I think Aqua, and that's one thing that I really appreciate about Oshi no Ko, is how they're not afraid to make Aqua just not a really good guy, like in so many aspects. Obviously there are some aspects that you can look at and be like, okay, I respect that about you, I respect how hardworking he is, how much he cares about some people even though he ends up hurting them a lot, but let's forget about that. He cares about a lot of people and tries to protect a lot of people in his own way. So some things are respectable about him, but goddamn, he is not a really great guy when you look at it, every single thing that he's done and everything that he is doing and how much he's hurting people around him for the sake of achieving his dream, how much he is manipulating people around him, even the people closest to him, like Ruby, like Akane. He's manipulating everyone around him. And even here, letting out information, like sensitive information like this, that are not just very close to you and not very personal to you, only personal to you, but also personal to Ruby, to Miyako, to even Saito, to so many people. Like, this piece of information is something that a lot of people have every single right to keep to themselves and not want, they wouldn't want that kind of piece of information to get out to the public, right? But Aqua pulled the trigger on it and was like, you know what, I'm gonna decide that. And it's an extremely selfish thing to do. Extremely so. But that was always how Aqua rolls, right? He's gonna use everything at his disposal to make things go according to his plan, and his plan is more important to him than basically anything else, right? As I said, he does care a lot more about people like around him, like Ruby, like Kana, like Akane, than he did at the beginning, but yeah, he's so willing to use everything at his disposal, which is kind of insane, right? That is absolutely insane, like how unhinged this episode here was. Wow. I wonder what Ruby's gonna do, because I think she's gonna realize that what she said to Aqua on the balcony was what prompted, or not what prompted, but was the prelude to this big bomb being dropped here, right? So I wonder how she's gonna take it. I don't think Miyako's gonna take it well either. I don't know. I wonder how Miyako's gonna take it. I feel like Miyako is so well collected, calm and collected all the time, and she handles with so many extremely stressful situations so well. I feel like this is gonna be a lot even for her. Even for someone like her who's dealt with so much shit over the past decade plus, more than a decade at this point. I think this is gonna be a lot for her. I wonder what her reaction is gonna be to this. I also wonder what the other people's reaction is gonna be to this, because a lot of people don't know about this piece of information. So I wonder, like a lot of people that are close to the twins. So I wonder what that's gonna end up being. Holy shit. Oh my goodness gracious. This is gonna be one hell of a final few episodes. How many episodes does this season have? Please tell me this season has like 13. Fuck it. A long season, please. 11. Fuck. It's a short core. It's a short core. It's only 11 episodes. 2 more wait. No, okay, we're on 7. We're on... No. I don't know why in my mind I was like 9. We're on episode 9. No, we're on episode 7. So 4 more episodes to go. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with this. Yeah, I guess we'll see, right? God, this is so interesting. This is so interesting. I love this show so much. Yeah, as I said, I do love how Aqua is a really twisted motherfucker. You know, I love that. Anyways, I'm excited to see where the fuck this story is gonna go from here. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!